She had 20 minutes to decide: destroy a child's future or end her own career. Keisha Williams, 35 years old and black, stared at the email on her phone. 11:47 p.m. Subject line: urgent. A white 17-year-old boy she barely knew had just blamed her for academic fraud. He was lying. She knew it. The school knew it. But his full scholarship to college was about to vanish, and someone had to take the fall. Her family needed her paycheck. She'd worked 12 years for this job. No one asked her to help him. No one would thank her. But when she closed her eyes, she saw that terrified kid sitting in the principal's office, his whole future about to collapse. Before we begin, what will you rate this story from 0 to 10? And what part of the world are you watching from? Comment your country below. Let's build a global community rooted in kindness and second chances. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Your support brings us closer to our 1K subscriber milestone and inspires us to keep creating more emotional stories of resilience and healing. Thank you for being part of our journey. Your presence matters more than you know. Now, let's continue. When morning came, Keisha made a choice that would destroy her. By 8:30 a.m., she'd confessed to a crime she didn't commit. By 9 a.m., the school placed her on administrative leave. By noon, her name was all over the news. Brandon got expelled anyway. Keisha lost everything. And when the boy finally told the truth weeks later, the school's response was colder than either of them could have imagined. Tonight, 3 months after losing her teaching license, Keisha would stock shelves at Target for minimum wage. Brandon would walk through those doors with an envelope. Neither knew what was about to happen next. Keisha Williams wakes at 11:47 p.m. to her phone buzzing on the nightstand. She's been asleep for 40 minutes. Chemistry tests to grade tomorrow, parent-teacher conferences, budget meeting. Her studio apartment in Detroit is dark, except for the glow of the screen. The email loads. From Principal Gerald Hoffman. Subject: urgent. Incident report required. Mandatory 8 a.m. meeting tomorrow. Importance: high. Her stomach drops before she even reads it. She opens it, reads once, twice. Her hands start shaking. A student plagiarized his college application essay, used AI, got caught by the university's detection system. The application asked, did any teacher, counselor, or adult review this essay? The student answered, yes, Miss Keisha Williams reviewed and approved this essay. Her breath catches. She never reviewed any college essay. She teaches AP chemistry, not English. She barely knows this kid. The student's name? Brandon Porter. She scrolls down. The email continues. MIT has rescinded Mr. Porter's acceptance and full scholarship pending this investigation. The university has requested documentation of any faculty involvement. This is a serious academic integrity violation with potential legal implications for staff. Meeting tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp. Bring any and all documentation. The district attorney's office has been notified. Keisha's vision blurs. District attorney. Legal implications. Documentation she doesn't have because it never happened. She pulls up Brandon's student file on her laptop. Her hands won't stop shaking. Brandon Porter, age 17, senior, white kid, quiet, sits in the back of her AP Chem class, never causes trouble, never asks questions, just does his work and leaves. GPA 3.9. Father is an electrician. Mother works hospital cafeteria. College acceptance, MIT, full scholarship, rescinded. She keeps scrolling. Notes from guidance counselor. First in family to attend college. Works 25 hours a week at AutoZone to help with rent. Applied to 14 schools. MIT was the dream, full ride, everything. Keisha's chest tightens. Then she sees the date the essay was submitted to MIT, November 3rd. She remembers November 3rd. That was the day Brandon missed her class for the first time all year. She'd marked him absent, then got a call from the attendance office. Miss Williams, Brandon Porter's father had a medical emergency. The family is at Detroit Receiving Hospital. MIT's early action deadline was November 5th, 2 days. Brandon Porter had 2 days to write a college essay while his father was in the ICU. He panicked, made a terrible choice, and when he got caught, he threw her name under the bus to save himself. Keisha looks at the clock, 11:54 p.m. The meeting is in 8 hours and 6 minutes. Option 1, tell the truth. She never reviewed the essay. Brandon lied. He loses MIT, his scholarship, his future. First person in his family to go to college. Gone. Option 2, lie. Say she reviewed it. Take the blame. Save his future. Lose her job, her career, everything she's worked for. There is no option 3. Keisha closes her laptop. She thinks about that kid, 17 years old, father in the hospital, desperate enough to use AI, scared enough to lie. She thinks about herself at 17, growing up on Detroit's East Side, watching her mother work 3 jobs, the teachers who believed in her. She thinks about why she became a teacher in the first place. Her phone buzzes again, another email from her union rep. Keisha, do not respond until we talk. Do not admit to anything. This is serious. Good advice, smart advice. She should follow it. She won't. Because somewhere in Detroit right now, a 17-year-old kid is lying awake, terrified, knowing he just destroyed an innocent woman's life to save his own. Keisha sets her alarm for 6 a.m. She won't sleep, she knows that. But in 6 hours, she'll walk into Roosevelt High School for what might be the last time. And she'll sacrifice everything for a kid who lied about her. The alarm is set, the decision is made. Tomorrow morning, her life changes forever.
Keisha can't sleep. She pulls up everything she can find on Brandon Porter. School records, attendance sheets, grade history. Trying to understand who this kid is, why he'd do this. Brandon's not some entitled rich kid. He's not a troublemaker. He's invisible. The kind of student who keeps his head down, does the work, never asks for help even when he needs it. His transcript tells the story. Straight A's since freshman year, AP classes stacked, National Honor Society, but no extracurriculars, no sports, no clubs. Because after school, Brandon doesn't go home. He goes to AutoZone on 8 Mile, clocks in, works the register until closing. His guidance counselor's notes from September. Brandon works 25-30 hours per week, sends half his paycheck home. Family is barely making rent. Father's hours got cut last year. Mother picked up weekend shifts. Brandon is determined to be the first Porter to go to college, refuses to let his family take on debt for his education, only applying to schools with full ride potential.
Keisha's eyes burn. She keeps reading. October 15th. MIT acceptance letter. Full scholarship. $320,000 over 4 years. Brandon's mother came to the school, cried in the parking lot, kept saying, my baby's going to MIT. 3 weeks later, November 3rd, Brandon's father, Tommy Porter, collapsed at a job site. Massive stroke. Rushed to Detroit Receiving Hospital. Touch and go for 48 hours. And the MIT essay deadline? November 5th. Keisha closes her eyes. She can see it now. Brandon at the hospital, his mother crying, his father hooked up to machines, doctors saying words like paralysis and long-term care and we don't know yet. And somewhere in that nightmare, Brandon remembers the essay, the one thing standing between him and MIT, the one thing that could save his family from financial collapse. He probably tried to write it, Probably sat in that hospital cafeteria at 2 a.m. with his laptop, stared at a blank page. How do you write about overcoming adversity when you're living through the worst moment of your life? So he panicked, opened ChatGPT, generated something, anything, hit submit at 11:58 p.m. on November 5th, 2 minutes before the deadline. He probably thought he'd get away with it. Probably thought AI detection wasn't that good yet. Probably told himself it was just this once, just to survive. And when MIT's system flagged it, when they demanded to know which teacher approved it, Brandon did what desperate people do. He lied, threw out the first name that came to mind, a teacher who'd always been kind, who wouldn't fight back, Keisha Williams.
She stares at her laptop screen, at this 17-year-old kid's entire life laid out in documents and transcripts and desperate notes from counselors trying to help him. This wasn't malice. This wasn't some spoiled kid trying to game the system. This was a boy drowning, grabbing for anything to stay afloat. And when that anything pulled her under with him, he was too terrified to let go. Keisha looks at the clock. 3:47 a.m. 4 hours until the meeting. She thinks about her own mother. 3 jobs, sleeping 4 hours a night, all so Keisha could go to college, be the first Williams to get a degree. She thinks about the teachers who saw her, who stayed late, who wrote recommendation letters, who believed a black girl from the East Side could become a chemist. She thinks about Brandon Porter, white kid from a struggling family, different story, same desperation. And she knows. She's known since she read that email. She's going to walk into Principal Hoffman's office at 8 a.m. She's going to look him in the eye, and she's going to lie. Not because Brandon deserves it, but because 17-year-olds make terrible choices when they're terrified, and someone has to break their fall, even if it means destroying herself in the process. The decision is made. Principal Hoffman's office, 8 a.m. sharp. Present, Principal Gerald Hoffman, Vice Principal Rick Donnelly, District Legal Counsel Linda Vasquez, and Keisha Williams. The room smells like stale coffee and fear. Hoffman doesn't waste time. Ms. Williams, thank you for coming. I'll be direct. Did you review, edit, or approve Brandon Porter's MIT application essay? The room waits. Linda Vasquez has a legal pad, pen ready, already writing. Keisha thinks about Brandon, about his father in the hospital, about being 17 and terrified and making one catastrophic mistake. Yes, Keisha says, I reviewed his essay. Donnelly leans forward. Vasquez stops writing. Hoffman's face doesn't change. You're admitting you approved an AI-generated essay? Vasquez asks. I reviewed it. I didn't realize it was AI-generated. He asked for help. I wanted to support him. Hoffman's voice cuts like ice. Ms. Williams, you're an AP chemistry teacher. Why were you reviewing a college application essay? Brandon asked. I said yes. Did you know this violates district policy? Teachers are not permitted to review college application materials without administrative approval. Keisha didn't know that. She's never reviewed a college essay before, but she nods anyway. I was trying to help a student. Vasquez slides a paper across the desk. This is a sworn statement from Brandon Porter, taken this morning at 6:45 a.m. He states, and I quote, Ms. Williams told me the essay was good and I should submit it. Keisha's stomach drops. Brandon lied again, doubled down, put it all on her. She sacrificed herself for him, and he just threw her under the bus again. Hoffman stands. Ms. Williams, we're placing you on immediate administrative leave pending investigation. You'll surrender your building access, your classroom keys, your ID badge. The district will determine if termination is appropriate. The words hit like a fist. What about Brandon? Brandon Porter is expelled effective immediately. He'll finish his senior year at Northwestern High, the alternative school. He had a full scholarship to MIT.
Vasquez interrupts, which he lost through his own actions. The school cannot be seen as complicit in academic fraud. Keisha's voice cracks. His father just had a stroke. He made a mistake. And you made it worse by covering for him. Hoffman's face is stone. We're done here. Security will escort you out. Keisha stands. Her legs feel like water. He's 17 years old. And you're a professional who violated policy and lied during an official investigation. Hoffman opens the door. Surrender your keys. Keisha pulls her lanyard over her head. 12 years. Her classroom keys, her ID badge, her access to the building she's called home since she was 23 years old. She hands it to Donnelly. He won't look at her. What happens now?
Vasquez closes her legal pad. The board meets Friday. They'll vote on termination. You'll be notified by email. Do not contact any students. Do not come to this building. Do not speak to the media. Can I get my things from my classroom? No, we'll box them up. You can collect them next week. Keisha walks out. The hallway is empty. Class is in session. Her students are in room 214 right now. Third period AP Chem. They don't know their teacher just got fired. She walks past her classroom. Through the window, she can see them, her kids, working on lab reports, laughing, living their lives. She keeps walking, past the trophy case, past the office, past the front doors. Security doesn't follow her. They don't need to. She's already gone. Keisha sits in her car. 8:47 a.m. 47 minutes ago, she walked in with a career. Now she has nothing. Her phone buzzes. Email from the district. Pending investigation into academic integrity violations, Keisha Williams is prohibited from contact with current students or families. Violation will result in immediate termination. She starts laughing, then crying, then both. She sacrificed everything, told a lie to save Brandon Porter's future, and the school expelled him anyway, took her job anyway, destroyed them both. She closes her eyes. One question burns through her mind. Did Brandon know this would happen? Did he know they'd fire her and expel him both? Or did he actually think his lie would work? Her phone buzzes again. Text from an unknown number. Miss Williams, it's Brandon. I'm so sorry. Please call me. Keisha stares at the message. She doesn't respond. She can't. The district banned her from contacting students. She turns off her phone, starts the engine, drives away from Roosevelt High School for what might be the last time. And somewhere in Detroit, Brandon Porter sits in his kitchen, expelled, scholarship gone, teacher destroyed, wondering if sorry is enough. It's not.
Keisha Williams walks out of Roosevelt High School at 8:47 a.m. No classroom, no students, no keys. Her entire identity stripped in 47 minutes. She sits in her car, doesn't start the engine, just sits there in the faculty parking lot, watching teachers arrive for second period. Tanya Brown from the chemistry department pulls in 2 spaces over, sees Keisha, waves. Keisha doesn't wave back. Can't. If she moves, she'll break. Her phone buzzes. Email from the district. Pending investigation, Keisha Williams is prohibited from contact with current students or families. Violation will result in immediate termination. She almost laughs. They already terminated her. They just haven't made it official yet. Another buzz. Text from Tanya. Girl, what happened? Everyone's asking where you are. Keisha doesn't respond. Can't. The district banned her from contact. Even with other teachers? She doesn't know. Doesn't want to risk it. By noon, it's on the local news website, Detroit Free Press. Roosevelt High teacher placed on leave following college admissions scandal. Her name, her photo from the school website, the one where she's smiling, holding a beaker,
looking like she loves her job. She clicks the article, reads it, feels sick. Detroit Public Schools has placed chemistry teacher Keisha Williams on administrative leave following allegations she assisted a student in submitting plagiarized materials to MIT. The student's acceptance and full scholarship have been rescinded. Sources say Williams may have helped the student generate the essay using artificial intelligence. The district is cooperating with MIT's investigation. None of that is true, but it's out there now, permanent, Googleable. Her name forever linked with plagiarism and academic fraud. The comments section is brutal. Teachers like this are why kids cheat. She should be fired and prosecuted. Bet she got paid to write that essay. How much did the family give her? This is what happens when we lower standards for hiring. That last one, she knows what that means, knows the subtext. A black woman teacher must be unqualified, must be corrupt.
Keisha turns off her phone, but it doesn't stop. By evening, the story's on Channel 7 News. Investigation underway at Detroit High School after teacher allegedly helped student cheat. Her neighbors see it, her landlord, her family, her mother calls 6 times. Keisha doesn't answer. Because what does she say? I lied to protect the kid who lied about me? I sacrificed my career for nothing? He got expelled anyway. That's the part that destroys her. She walks into Hoffman's office thinking if she takes the blame, maybe Brandon keeps his scholarship. Maybe he still goes to MIT. Maybe her sacrifice means something. But they expelled him anyway. Sent him to Northwestern High, the alternative school where kids go when regular schools give up on them. And they're firing her anyway. Banned her from the building, froze her paycheck, put her name in the news next to the word fraud. She saved no one, lost everything. Week 1 of unpaid leave, Keisha's savings run thin. Rent is due in 12 days. Her checking account has $847. Rent is $1,200. Her union rep, Janice Foster, calls Tuesday morning. Keisha, we need to talk. The board meeting is Friday. It doesn't look good. What does that mean? It means the student's sworn statement is damning. You admitted to reviewing the essay in front of witnesses without evidence to contradict that. The board will likely vote to terminate. I never actually reviewed that essay, Janice. Then why did you say you did? Silence. Keisha, why would you lie to protect a kid who blamed you? Because he's 17, because his father almost died, because he made one mistake and I thought I could save him. Well, you didn't. You destroyed yourself instead. Janice's words hang there. True, brutal, undeniable. Can I fight this? Keisha asks. You can, but you admitted guilt. They have documentation, it'll be expensive, and you'll probably lose. Keisha hangs up, stares at her apartment walls, at her degrees, her teaching awards, 12 years of perfect evaluations, all of it worthless now. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. Text message. Miss Williams, it's Brandon. I told them the truth. I told them you never reviewed my essay. Please, I'm trying to fix this. Keisha stares at the message, then deletes it. She's not allowed to respond. The district made that clear. But even if she could, what would she say? Too late, Brandon. You already destroyed me. Brandon Porter sits in his father's hospital room. Detroit Receiving, 4th floor, stroke recovery unit. His father's awake now, left side still weak, speech slurred but improving. The doctors say he's lucky. Could have been worse. Could have died. Brandon doesn't feel lucky. Why you not in school? His father's words come slow, careful, like each one costs something. Brandon looks at the floor. They expelled me, Dad. Silence. Just the beep of monitors, the hum of machines keeping his father alive. Expelled? For what? Brandon's throat tightens. My college essay for MIT. I used a computer to write it. AI. Got caught. His father closes his eyes, doesn't speak for a long time. When he opens them, Brandon sees something worse than anger. Disappointment. You cheat? I didn't mean to. Dad, you were in the ICU. You were dying. They gave you a 50-50 chance, and I had 2 days to write this essay, and I couldn't think, and I couldn't focus, and I panicked. So you cheat? Yes. His father's good hand grips the bedsheet. And they catch you? Yes. And then what you do?
Brandon can't look at him. They asked if a teacher helped me, if anyone reviewed the essay. I gave them a name. Whose name? Miss Williams, my chemistry teacher. She help you? No. She review essay? No. Then why you say she did? Brandon's eyes fill. Because they were going to take everything. MIT, the scholarship, everything. And I thought if I said a teacher approved it, maybe they'd go easier on me. Maybe I'd still have a chance. His father stares at him. You lie. Yes. You blame innocent woman. Yes. What happened to her? Brandon's voice breaks. They fired her, put her on leave. She's banned from the school. Her name's in the news. Everyone thinks she's a fraud. His father's face hardens. The monitor beeps faster. A nurse glances in, checks the numbers, leaves. Brandon. His father's voice is stronger now, clear. You destroy good woman to save yourself? Dad, I didn't think. No, you didn't think. His father's good hand reaches out, grabs Brandon's wrist tight. This woman, she teach you? Yes, she kind to you. Always. And you throw her to wolves? Brandon starts crying. I was scared. I didn't know what else to do. His father lets go, turns his head away. I work every day, 30 years. Your mother, she worked doubles at hospital. We break our backs so you can have better life, so you can be better than us. And this is what you do? You lie? You destroy people who never hurt you? I'm sorry. Sorry don't fix it. I know. This woman, she have family? I don't know. She have bills, rent. I don't know. You don't know nothing except how to save yourself. Brandon's chest heaves. What do I do? His father looks at him, really looks at him. You tell truth. I did. I sent them a statement this morning. Told them Miss Williams never helped me, that I lied. And? They don't care. They said she admitted to reviewing it. They're firing her anyway. Then you go to them again. Dad, You go to them. His father's voice is iron. You go to principal. You go to newspaper. You go to anyone who listen. You tell them you lie. You tell them she innocent. You fix this. But they'll charge me. The district attorney said if I recant my statement, they could press charges for filing a false report. His father doesn't blink. Then you pay. Dad, you destroy that woman's life. You think you get to walk away clean? His father's breathing is hard now, angry. This is not how I raise you. This is not who we are. Brandon sits there, hands shaking. If I tell the truth, I lose everything. MIT's already gone, but they could charge me. Criminal record. I might not get into any college. His father's face softened slightly. Not much, just enough. You already lose yourself, son. You just don't know it yet. What do you mean? You lose yourself. You become the kind of man who destroys innocent people to save his own skin. That kind of man, he already lost. Brandon stares at his father, at this man who nearly died, who can barely move his left arm, who's looking at his son like he doesn't recognize him. You fix this, he says, today. I don't care what it cost you. You make this right. Brandon nods, stands, walks to the door. Brandon. He turns. His father's eyes are wet. I love you, but I don't like who you being right now. Go be the son I raise.
As Brandon leaves the hospital room, he picks up his phone and dials the district office. This is Brandon Porter. I need to speak to Principal Hoffman. I lied about Miss Williams. I need to fix this today. Week 2 of administrative leave. Keisha's checking account shows $340. Rent was due 3 days ago. Her landlord left a voicemail. Professional, polite. Miss Williams, just checking on this month's payment. Please call when you can. She can't call because she doesn't have $1,200. She has $340 and a freezer full of ramen. Her union lawyer, Patricia, sends an invoice, $2,500 retainer, to begin building your defense for the board hearing. Keisha stares at the number, laughs, then cries. She doesn't have $2,500. She doesn't have $250. Janice Foster, her union rep, meets her at a Coney Island on 8 Mile, orders coffee, doesn't touch it. Keisha, we need to talk about Friday. The board hearing? Yes, it doesn't look good. Keisha already knows this, but hearing it out loud makes it real. What are my options? Janice pulls out a folder. The district has Brandon's sworn statement, dated the morning of your meeting. He claims you reviewed and approved his essay. You admitted in front of 3 witnesses that you reviewed it. That's documented. I was trying to protect him. I know, but you lied during an official investigation. That's grounds for immediate termination, even without the essay issue. So I'm fired no matter what? Unless you can prove Brandon's statement is false. Do you have any evidence? Emails, texts, anything showing you never reviewed that essay? No, because I never reviewed it. There's nothing to document. Janice closes the folder. Then the board will vote to terminate. It's not personal, Keisha. It's liability. The district can't keep a teacher who admitted to violating policy. Even if I only said it to save a kid? Especially then, because it shows poor judgment. Keisha's phone rings. Unknown number. She almost doesn't answer, but something makes her pick up. Miss Williams? A young voice, shaking. Who is this? It's Brandon. Brandon Porter. Keisha's blood goes cold. I can't talk to you. The district, please just listen. I told them the truth. She should hang up. This conversation could get her fired, except she's already getting fired. What truth? That you never reviewed my essay, that I lied. I gave them a new sworn statement this morning. I told Principal Hoffman everything, that I panicked when MIT caught me, that I threw your name out because I knew you were nice, that none of this is your fault. Keisha can't breathe. You told them? Yes. I went to the district office at 8 a.m., told them I lied about you, that you never saw my essay, never approved anything. It was all me. Brandon, I know it's too late. I know I already destroyed your life. But my dad, he's in the hospital recovering from his stroke, and he asked me why I wasn't in school, and I told him, and he... Brandon's voice breaks. He looked at me like he didn't know me, like I wasn't his son, and he told me to fix it, today. So I'm fixing it. Keisha grips the phone. What did the district say? They said they'd review my new statement, but Miss Williams, there's something else. Her stomach drops. What? The district attorney. Miss Vasquez called her. They're talking about charging me with filing a false report, making a false statement in an official investigation. She said it's a misdemeanor, that I could face criminal charges. No. Brandon, no. It's okay. I deserve it. I lied. I destroyed you. If I have to face charges to make this right, I will. Keisha stands up. Janice watches her, confused. Where are you right now? Outside the district office. I just finished giving my statement. They said you'd be notified. Don't do anything else. Don't talk to anyone. Do you understand? Miss Williams, I have to make this right. You're 17 years old. A criminal record will follow you forever. No college will touch you. You think MIT was bad? Wait until every school you apply to sees criminal conviction on your background check. But you lost everything because of me. And you'll lose everything if you let them charge you. Brandon, listen to me. Go home. Don't talk to the DA. Don't sign anything. Get a lawyer. I can't afford a lawyer. Neither can I, but we'll figure it out. Silence on the line. Then Brandon's voice, small and broken. "Why are you helping me? I ruined your life." Keisha looks out the window, at 8 Mile Road, at the city she's called home for 35 years, at the life she built that's now crumbling. Because you're 17, and 17-year-olds make terrible decisions when they're scared. Someone has to break the fall. Even after everything I did? Especially after everything you did. Brandon starts crying. "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." "I know. Now go home. Stay off your phone. Don't talk to anyone from the district. I'll call you back." Keisha hangs up, looks at Janice. "That was the student," Janice says. Not a question. "He recanted. Told them I never reviewed the essay. So you're cleared. Maybe, or maybe they fire me anyway for lying during the investigation." Janice's face says it all. They're going to fire her anyway. Keisha drives to the district office, gets there in 15 minutes, runs 3 red lights, doesn't care. She bursts through the doors. The receptionist looks up. "I'm sorry, who are you?" "Keisha Williams. I teach at Roosevelt. Where's Principal Hoffman?" "Ma'am, you're not authorized to be here." Hoffman steps out of his office, sees her. "Miss Williams, you're in violation of your leave restrictions." "Brandon called me. He recanted. He told you the truth. I never reviewed that essay." Hoffman's face doesn't change. "We're aware. Mr. Porter submitted a revised statement 2 hours ago. So you know I'm innocent. We know the situation is more complex than initially understood." "Complex? He lied. I took the blame to protect him. Now he's told the truth. Where's Brandon?" "He's with the district attorney's office. They're discussing potential charges for filing a false statement and obstruction of an official investigation." "He's 17 years old." "He committed a crime, Miss Williams. He implicated a district employee in academic fraud. There are consequences." "His father almost died. He panicked. He made a mistake." "And he'll face the appropriate legal consequences."
Keisha steps closer. "I took the blame for him. I was willing to lose my career to protect him. Now he's trying to make it right, and you're going to prosecute him?" "The district has a reputation to protect. What about protecting your students?" Hoffman's jaw tightens. "Some students can't be protected from themselves. Mr. Porter made his choices. Now he'll live with them." "And what about me?" Keisha's voice rises. "He told you the truth. I never reviewed that essay. Am I reinstated?" Hoffman pulls an envelope from his jacket, hands it to her. She opens it. Her hands shake. "Notice of termination, effective immediately. Reason, violation of district policy. Lying during an official investigation, gross negligence, loss of professional trust." Keisha looks up. "But Brandon confessed. He said I never reviewed it." "You admitted that you did, in front of Vice Principal Donnelly, Legal Counsel Vasquez, and myself. You lied during an official investigation." "I lied to protect a student." "You lied. That's all the board needs to know." The words hit like a hammer. "You're firing me for trying to help him?" "We're terminating you for dishonesty and violation of policy." Hoffman's voice is ice. "The board voted this morning, 7-0. Linda Vasquez appears in the doorway. She's holding more papers. "Miss Williams, the district is also filing a civil suit to recover costs associated with this investigation, legal fees, administrative time, investigation expenses, approximately $47,000. You'll be served within the week." Keisha can't breathe. "You're suing me?" "The district incurred significant costs due to your false statements. We're entitled to recovery." "I don't have $47,000. I don't have $4,000. I can barely pay rent." Vasquez's face doesn't change. "That's not the district's concern. You'll need to retain counsel." Keisha looks between them. Hoffman, Vasquez, their suits, their polished shoes, their complete absence of humanity. I sacrificed everything to protect Brandon, and you're destroying both of us? You sacrificed your integrity, Hoffman says. Mr. Porter sacrificed his honesty. These are the consequences. He's a child. He's old enough to face criminal charges. And I'm what? An example? You're a former employee who violated policy and lied to administrators. Yes, Miss Williams, you're an example of what happens when teachers put students above the institution. The air spins. Keisha grabs the desk to steady herself. The institution? You mean the place that's supposed to educate and protect kids? The institution that employs hundreds of teachers and serves thousands of students. One teacher's misguided attempt at heroism doesn't override our responsibility to maintain standards. Standards! Keisha laughs. It comes out broken. You expelled a kid for making one mistake during the worst week of his life. You fired a teacher for trying to protect him. You're suing me for $47,000 I don't have, and you're going to charge a 17-year-old with a crime? Those are your standards? Vasquez steps forward. Miss Williams, you need to leave. You're trespassing. Where's Brandon? I want to see him. That's not possible. He's in a conference room with the DA. You're prohibited from student contact. I'm not his teacher anymore. You just fired me. The restriction stands. Leave now or we'll call security. Keisha looks at them one more time, at these people who see children as liability risks, who see teachers as expendable, who built a system designed to protect themselves and destroy anyone who gets in the way. She turns and walks out, down the hallway, past the portraits of former superintendents, past the mission statement on the wall. Every student matters, every voice heard. Lies, all of it. She gets to her car, sits, stares at the termination letter. 12 years, perfect record, respected, loved by students. Gone. And Brandon, expelled. Facing criminal charges, his future destroyed. She tried to save him, sacrificed everything, told the truth in the end. He told the truth in the end, and the system punished them both anyway. That's the cold truth. The system doesn't reward honesty. It doesn't care about context. It doesn't forgive mistakes. It just destroys anyone who disrupts it, and walks away clean.
3 months later, Keisha Williams works the evening shift at Target on 8 Mile Road, stocking shelves, scanning items, folding clothes in the home goods section. $13.50 an hour, no benefits. Her teaching license? Under review by the state board. Even if they reinstate it, no school will hire her, not with academic fraud and terminated for cause in her file. Her lawyer says the civil suit will probably be dismissed, eventually, but it'll take years and cost her everything she has left. She's applied to graduate schools. Maybe she can start over. Social work, maybe. Somewhere far from Detroit. Somewhere no one knows her name. It's 9:47 p.m. She's restocking the electronics section when someone approaches. She doesn't look up, just keeps working. Miss Williams? She freezes, knows that voice, turns slowly. Brandon Porter. Taller now, thinner, eyes older than 17 should be. Brandon, I've been looking for you. They wouldn't tell me where you were working. I had to ask around. Silence. The store's nearly empty, just them and the fluorescent lights humming overhead. I'm so sorry, Brandon whispers. I destroyed your life. Keisha sets down the box she's holding. What happened to you? The charges? DA dropped them, said I was a minor under duress. They let me finish senior year online at Northwestern. I graduated last month. MIT? He shakes his head. Scholarship's gone. They won't touch me. But I got into Wayne County Community College. I start in January. Gonna do 2 years there, then try to transfer. Work my way up. Keisha nods. That's good. That's really good. My dad's better. He's back driving for the electrical company, part-time. Still has weakness on his left side, but he's alive. I'm glad. Brandon's hands shake. He reaches into his backpack, pulls out an envelope. I've been working. McDonald's day shift, DoorDash nights, tutoring on weekends. I saved everything I could. It's not much, but... He hands her the envelope. She opens it. A check, $3,200. Brandon, I can't... Please, please take it. I know it doesn't fix anything. I know I can never make this right, but you lost everything because of me. Your job, your career, your reputation. Let me give you something back. Keisha looks at this kid, this boy who made a catastrophic mistake in the worst moment of his life, who told the truth when it mattered, who's been working 3 jobs to scrape together $3,200. Keisha hands the check back. Keep in. Miss Williams, keep in. Pay for your books, your tuition, your future. But you're working at Target. You lost your job because of me. I lost my job. I didn't lose who I am. Brandon's eyes fill. Why did you do it? Why did you take the blame for me? Keisha thinks about the question, about sacrifice, about what it means to be a teacher. Because I saw a good kid having the worst week of his life, and I thought if I could take some of that weight, maybe you'd have a chance to be better. But you lost everything. Maybe, Keisha manages a small smile. But you know what I didn't lose? Brandon waits. The belief that some kids are worth saving, even when the system says they're not, even when it costs everything.
Brandon breaks down, right there in the Target electronics section. Keisha pulls him into a hug. This kid she barely knew. This kid who cost her everything. And for the first time in 3 months, she doesn't regret it. They pull apart, both crying, both damaged, both still standing. What are you going to study? Keisha asks. Education. I want to be a teacher. She laughs, actually laughs. After everything that happened? Because of everything that happened. Because you showed me what it means to actually care about students, not policies, not test scores, not covering your ass, just caring. Keisha wipes her eyes. Then you're going to be a good one. Brandon looks at the check in his hand. Are you sure you don't want this? I'm sure. Go be the person I believed you could be. He nods, puts the check away, starts to leave, stops. Miss Williams, I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to deserve what you did for me. Then don't waste it. That's all I ask. He walks away. Keisha watches him go, then turns back to her boxes, back to stocking shelves for $13.50 an hour. 2 years later, an email arrives from Brandon Porter. Subject line, thank you. Miss Williams, I just got accepted to Eastern Michigan University's Teacher Education Program, full scholarship. I start in the fall. I got a 4.0 at Wayne County, worked my ass off, made it happen. I think about what you did every single day. I'm never going to waste this chance, I promise. You saved my life when I didn't deserve it. I'm going to spend mine trying to be half the teacher you were. Thank you for believing a screwed-up kid was worth saving. Keisha reads it 3 times, then closes her laptop. She's working at a nonprofit now, helping first-generation students navigate college applications, teaching them about resources, about asking for help before they're drowning. She doesn't teach chemistry anymore, can't, license revoked permanently. But she's still teaching, still fighting for kids the system doesn't see. The school's response was cold. The system was broken. Justice never came. But Brandon Porter is going to be a teacher. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's everything.
Keisha lost her career, her savings, her reputation. The system destroyed her for doing the right thing. But she kept her soul. And in a world that demands you choose between doing right and protecting yourself, maybe that's the only victory that matters. The question hangs in the air, the one every one of us need to answer by ourselves. Was it worth it? Would you have done the same? Keisha Williams knows her answer. She'd do it again. Now, tell me what you have learned in today's story in the comments section. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification for more inspiring stories. Thank you for watching.